reason it got really hot. So again, I don't know how many people are going to join the stream, but yeah, my phone just shut down like completely. Um, so I've never had that happen before. But yeah, I don't know how many people are going to join the new stream, if anybody knows about this new stream, but that's old technology for you. It doesn't work sometimes, and I find it like I've never had that happen before. My phone literally just died on me, so I don't know what happened. But for whoever joins the new stream, apologies for the sudden uh, failure of my phone. I don't know why it got hot like that so suddenly. I don't know. Maybe the streaming is too hard for it. Hey, welcome back, Fire Photography. Sorry about that. I don't know what the hell happened. My phone literally overheated and it shut down on me, so pitch that fucking thing. But yeah, I don't know. Where'd the chat go? I'm doing this on my tablet, so I don't know. I just saw your message, Fire Photography, and then it went away, so I don't know if you're still in the stream, but yeah, I don't know what happened there. I've never had that happen before, where a stream just cuts. Okay, yeah, I see the chat now. Yeah, this is a little different, the setup on my tablet, but yeah, but it just, I got a warning, shut it off, and then it just, yeah, that was the end of the phone. So I'll turn it back on in a few minutes, and hopefully hopefully by then it's kind of calmed down and it's not overheated. But yeah, I've never had that happen before where a phone's overheated during a live stream. So I'm going to keep an eye on this tablet, and it's already getting pretty warm, which is really weird. So hopefully this thing doesn't overheat. But I was going to do longer. I was going to do a longer stream, but considering the fact that my phone didn't want to cooperate, I don't know how long this is going to be. And now my tablet, who knows about it? You know, like it might get really warm and want to die on me. So yeah, I don't know how many people are going to join this new stream. Ontario Firebuff, I don't know if he joined. Fire Photography, thank you for being here. But yeah, I was actually going to, just as we were carrying on with the stream, I was going to start talking about, what was I going to talk about to do with YouTube? I was going to talk about AI and how AI is completely screwing up the YouTube community and the YouTube platform. But yeah, I don't know what the hell happened with my phone. Just quit on me. So for those of you guys who suddenly got cut off by the phone stream, I apologize. We're now on my tablet, and it's going to be an exclusively face stream. So yeah. But yeah, anyway, I was going to talk about AI and how AI is screwing up YouTube completely, you know, with all these AI generated videos and, you know, just the fact that there's so many dubbed streams, and not streams, but shorts and videos like that are being created by AI. And it's really, you know, really not a good thing for the YouTube platform. I thought YouTube crashed, lol. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it was my phone. I don't know what the hell happened. I've never seen that before. I think I've only had that happen once with my phone where it's overheated, and that was because I was in the sun. So obviously it's gonna get hot and overheat. But hopefully that stream downloads to YouTube and you guys can watch it back later. But yeah, apologies for that. That was a sudden crash. I noticed we have a lot more trolls in the comments this time around, but that's okay. Not gonna acknowledge them. But yeah, anyway, I was talking about AI and how AI is completely, you know, taken over YouTube and Facebook too. I don't know if you guys are on Facebook and you see these AI generated reels and pictures and you know it's total BS and it's all over like Facebook and reels. I get them all the time, like AI generated car images or AI generated, you know, people images, and it's like that stuff is now coming to YouTube. And it's really taking away from the creators that want to be authentic and create an actual product for their viewers. And so yeah, like I talked about this a little bit with a friend about the AI craze and how I think the world is going too big on AI. Like everybody's like getting into this AI trend and AI craze, and it's like, you know, it takes away from authentic creators who really want to just come on here and make a good quality product, a good quality video, and share it with their community. But yeah, let me know in the comments. What do you guys think of AI? Do you think it's taking over YouTube? Do you think it's a problem that needs to be addressed? I don't know if you guys know much about AI. I don't know much about AI, to be honest. I just know that the world seems to be going all in on it, and there's so much of it on the internet, and it's kind of disheartening for people who enjoy making authentic videos and stuff like that, because a live stream like this, where I'm actually talking to you guys in person, is now going to be replaced with an AI generated voice who can say what I say 10 times better and 10 times clearer. So it's like it's less authentic. But yeah, let me know in chat. What do you guys think of AI and the revolution of AI? But yeah, my phone has cooled down now, so I'm going to turn it back on and see if the stream went to the YouTube platform. But yeah, I don't know how many streams have crashed on me. In the 6 months I've been doing this, how many streams have crashed on me? Probably at least 7 streams. And I've done over like 20, so. Yeah, but now, yeah, I'm just checking my phone. Seems to be alright. But yeah, so yeah, I closed down my YouTube live stream. So, yeah, the YouTube live stream shut down on my other phone. But yeah, guys, I don't know how many of you guys are still watching or still interested. You guys are probably bored as hell, but for those of you who did tune in, I appreciate it very much. And I'm going to probably close down the stream pretty soon because I'm running out of things to talk about. And again, I expected to do a longer stream because I was inside, so I didn't expect my phone to overheat and crash like that. I don't know what happened. Maybe if anybody knows in the chat why a phone would overheat like that, you can let me know. But it's on now, so it's perfect now. There's another thing. I got a OPP police charger as my home screen. I filmed that one responding on Wellington last summer. It was going to a pedestrian struck on the Hanlon. There was like multiple OPP responding, and I just got that one responding, and I filmed it, put it on my channel. So you guys can check out that video, Wellington County OPP responding. Pretty good video. The Charger. I love the Charger. What do you guys think of the Charger? Fire buffs, emergency buffs. What do you guys think of the Charger as a police vehicle? I personally like it. And it's a shame that they stopped making it. Does St. Thomas have any Chargers of fire photography? Or no? You like it? Yeah. It's a great car. It's a great car. It's a shame they got rid of it. St. Thomas only has 2 left. Oh, they do have some. Oh, wow. I didn't even know they had any. They only have 2 left, though. Yeah, they don't keep them very long. They keep them, like, for 5 years, and then they seem to retire them and auction them off. I know Guelph, we just recently got a new ERT truck, a new F-250 2025. And, yeah. You caught the unmarked one once? I think I saw that video. Is it like a gray unmarked one? I think you filmed that a couple times, actually. You haven't seen one, Ontario Fire Buff? Actually, a couple times, yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen that car a couple times on your channel. It's pretty cool. I wish we had a Charger or something more interesting than a frickin' Explorer, because I don't know about you guys, but the Explorers are kind of, I mean, they're an all-right looking car, but they're kind of boring because it's, it's kind of the same thing. Pretty much every department in Ontario has an Explorer, so they're kind of boring. I remember the silver Chargers. Did St. Thomas have silver Chargers? Were their police cars silver? I know Guelphs used to be white. Me too. Had to see them less now. Yeah. I know Guelph used to have white cars. I don't know. Did St. Thomas have silver police cars? I didn't know that. Sad to see less now. Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, I feel like Ford is going to dominate the police car market one day. They make the FPIU, they make the Ford pickup police package. So they make so many vehicles for the police market. They had silver and blue once. Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Now it's white with blue markings. Did you guys St. Thomas for a brief period had that green and blue checker, didn't they? Like what the European UK police cars have? Didn't they have that? I think I saw that in a video you filmed once fire photography. I like how St. Thomas made their new pickups. Yes, we did. Yeah, I've seen the one video of the pickup you filmed. They are pretty good looking trucks. And even our pickup is a pretty nice looking truck. And I kind of like the fact that it doesn't have a cap. Oh wow, I just looked out and it's freaking snowing a crap ton here. Really? Let's look out my window and see. Is it snowing? This is what it looks like outside. No snow. But yeah. I'm doing this on my tablet, so I'm holding this giant tablet and moving around my room. But yeah, maybe I'll do live streams. Maybe next time I do a live stream from my house, I'll do it on my tablet instead of my phone, because my phone did not want to handle that live stream. So I mean, we did go for like 30 minutes, so maybe that was a little bit much for the phone. I don't know. Hopefully that doesn't become a recurring trend, because come summertime I'm going to need that thing to do walking streams. But another question I wanted to ask you guys, and maybe I should just make a poll, but if for whoever's in chat, whether it's fire photography or someone else, let me know, do you guys like the vertical streams or do you want to see horizontal streams? Which do you prefer? Because if you guys like vertical streams, I can continue the vertical. One benefit with the vertical streams is you get more viewers because it goes into the shorts feed. Vertical? Alright, that's one vertical. I'll take that. Ontario Firebuff, if you're still here, what style do you prefer? Vertical or horizontal? But yeah, vertical for fire photography. So yeah, I like the vertical. Okay, that's two verticals from my best viewers. So that's what it's gonna stay as. We're gonna continue doing the vertical. But yeah, one benefit to vertical streams is it does go into, it's more unique than the horizontal. Yeah, fair enough. It's more unique, but it's also, I mean, for me, I like it for two reasons. A, it gets more views, which is always good. If you're a YouTuber, you always want as many views as possible. But B, it's easier to like hold a phone, you know, like this than like this. You know, it's kind of like, it's easier for me. So I think that is why I mainly do the verticals, is for those two reasons. So yeah, that's, if you guys like vertical, we'll keep doing the vertical. I did experiment with horizontal once, and the viewership was horrible, and it was super awkward walking around the city like this with the phone. So that was a one-time thing, probably never to be repeated again, since I'm getting a lot of positive feedback on the verticals from my two best viewers, and I'm sure other people agree. So yeah. But yeah, so how was your guys' day at school? I guess it was your last day at school, eh? Fire photography and Ontario Firebuff. Last day and then a 2-week holiday. I bet it was probably a pretty easy day. Oh, you didn't even go? Nice. Just skipped off. Didn't go? Cool. Yeah, I remember when I used to get off on Christmas, I kind of, sometimes I would go for the last day. But at my high school, we had like a bake shop and we had a kitchen. So they would give us like free food, like free baked goods and, you know, shit like that. So I would just go for the free food. I also got a half day off yesterday for that fire. It's so freaking cold. Yes, it is. It's very cold out there. That's why I did the indoor stream, because it was so goddamn cold. And you got a half day off for the fire. Did they let you go for the fire? Or did they like close down the schools or something? If they let you go to film the fire, that's actually really nice of them. That's actually really good of them. If they let you go to film the fire. Yeah, oh, you asked your parents. Okay, cool. Well, that's good. Are your parents supportive of your, like, your interests and your hobby? I remember when I started YouTube, my dad thought it was, like, the most ridiculous thing. And he still kind of thinks, like, oh, yeah, they love it. Well, that's good. My dad, when I started YouTube, he kind of thought it was a ridiculous thing, and then he's seen how much I've grown and how many people watch me and the quality of my videos improve, and he's kind of gotten more on board with it. And the people I live with, overall, they're pretty positive about it. But to be honest, I don't know about you, fire photography, but not many people know I have a YouTube channel. There's like maybe one or two of my friends know that I have a YouTube channel, my dad and the people I live with. But other than that, I don't tell people that I have a YouTube channel. Like, I don't advertise it. Like some of my other friends, like, I don't tell them. Not so much because, but, you know, I don't know, like, maybe if they know I film fire trucks, they might think I'm a little bit strange, so. But I've always been kind of an odd duck, to be honest. I mean, I've always liked fire trucks, and I've always wanted to film them, but I never really did, until I got into high school, and then I thought, I want to do this. And my friends know I don't either. I'll tell them about my hobby, and that's it, really. Yeah, that's probably the best way to keep it. I mean, and like, that's how I am. Like, I don't tell people. Like, if people ask me, like, why I'm filming a freaking train or a fire truck, like some random person asks me or my neighbor asks me, I just tell them I'm filming it for my brother. Because my brother likes emergency vehicles too. And in reality, I do film some videos for him. Because he does have a YouTube channel. So, I do film some videos for him. Zach, the Ontario Transit Fan, that's my brother's channel. He does all kinds of videos. Some of his videos are kind of weird, to be honest. But my brother is autistic, so some of the videos he does put out are a little bit out there. He does like walking videos and bus ride videos and, stuff like that. Garbage trucks, so it is kind of cool. I mean, for those who like it. And, he does get pretty good views. I joked with my brother once. I said, you get better views on your channel than I do. So, I mean, kudos to him. He's done a good job with what he has. And, given the fact that he has a disability, he's, done really good, filming, and I help him out. But I'd like to help, like, that's one thing I like about fire photography is, like, we help each other out. Like, he's sent me a lot of videos. I've sent him some videos. Honestly, I feel like I should send him more because he sent me so many. And I think I did say in one of our conversations, fire photography, that I would send you a video of Aerial 1. And I literally filmed Aerial 1 and I posted it. And I just realized that. So, if I get Aerial 1 again, I'll have to send it to you. Because you've sent me so many videos, I feel like I owe you. So thank you, Fire Photography, for sending me the videos and sharing. It's no problem, dude. Well, I appreciate that. I really appreciate the fact that you send me videos. And if I get something good, I'll be sure to send it to you. But yeah, it's nice that we kind of have that, community of people that like share our interests, like me, fire photography, Fire Guys 235, Ontario Fire Buff. We all talk and we're all having the same interests. So I think that is really good. And I even have subscribers. I have a subscriber from BC who does the same thing we do and films fire trucks just as a hobby more than anything. And she talks to me and, we share common interests. So it's really nice that there's a whole community around this hobby and this particular niche. And if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have met you, fire photography. So, buddy, you're a fellow Icelander. You have some sort of accent. Okay, this is something I've heard a lot lately. Even the people I work for this old couple shoveling. And when I first introduced myself to them over the phone, they said, "Oh, you have an accent." I don't know. Do I have an accent, guys? Let me know in the chat. Do you think I have an accent? I don't think I do, but I don't hear myself talk, so maybe I do. Maybe I do have an accent, but I don't think I do. Do you think I have an accent, fire photography? I don't think I do. You sound like an Icelandic man speaking English. That's actually kind of funny. An Icelandic man speaking English? Not really. That's why I asked. Fair enough. I mean, hey, like, my voice sounds different to everybody, so. I remember one time someone said I had a lisp, and I sounded gay, to which I was quite offended, because I am anything but that. But we're not going to get into that topic right now. That's something for a whole nother day. But yeah, guys, we're 19 minutes into this stream. Yes, really. Oh, you're Icelandic? Oh, that's cool. Iceland's actually a really cool place. Where are you from in Iceland? Are you from Reykjavik or somewhere else in the country? I bet you it's pretty cold right now over there. I actually filmed an Iceland Air 767, one of their last 767 landing at Toronto there a couple years ago. What is your favorite hockey team if you watch hockey? Well, I used to be a big Montreal Canadiens fan, and I watched a lot of the NHL when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I don't really watch it a lot. I feel like it's kind of, like a lot of sports, there's a lot of, I bet American is cooler. You have McDonald's. America's pretty good, yeah. But back to NHL and hockey. I feel like there's a lot of money in it. It's not the same, like, when you're a kid, it's kind of different. It's more enjoyable. But when you grow up and you kind of see, what it's like. It's changed. Let me just say it that way. I mean, I don't view it the same way that I did when I was a kid, but yeah, hockey's pretty good. Out of all the sports, hockey's my favorite. I'm not a big football guy. I don't like baseball. I feel like I would rather go to a funeral than watch baseball. No offense to people who like baseball, but I just don't like it. I'm not big into it. I did watch the World Series though, because the Blue Jays were in it, and I wasn't rooting for the Blue Jays. I was rooting for the Dodgers because everybody and their brother was rooting for the frickin' Blue Jays. Me too. Hockey is my favorite. Then football. My dad likes football. Every time I go over to my dad's, that's all he frickin' has on is football. College football, CFL, NFL. He has it all, and he just watches it constantly. He records it. He loves football. But yeah, no, I used to play. I used to play floor hockey. I don't know if you guys play floor hockey, but I used to play floor hockey when I was in school. But I was pretty aggressive, so I didn't last long on the team. I used to trip people and push people. I was a little bit too aggressive with floor hockey, but I did like it. It was a fun game. I love it. And I used to play tennis. Um, then I quit tennis, and I did karate. I got up to my second degree brown belt, and then I quit. I was gonna get my black belt, but circumstances at the time, I didn't get it. So, but I got close, so I can tell people. Sometimes I jokingly tell people that I got my black belt, but no, I came close. But yeah, it was fun. Sports is good, Sports is fun, and it's good. It's good for the mind. It's good for the soul. It's good for the body. So play some sports. Even something as simple as passing a ball back and forth. Something, just something to keep you moving. But I like sports. But I find I'm more into like, if I had a choice between going to a football game or going to the airport or going to a fire hall, I don't know about you, fire photography, but I would go to the airport or the fire hall over the football game or the hockey game. I don't know about you, but that's just me. That's just now that I'm older. So, actually, we did recover pretty well from that last stream. This stream's doing pretty well. Although this tablet is starting to get hot, so I don't want to have the same problem with this that I did with my phone. So we'll go for another couple minutes, and really depends, but I probably would. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Do you play on any teams right now, or no? Oh, while I'm at it, I'll show you guys. I'll show you these pictures I have. Not right now. That's all right. So I have this picture of a 787 cockpit, 787 Dreamliner cockpit. I got this from an Air Canada pilot a few years ago, and I put it up on my wall. And then I have one, sweet, thanks man, thanks Ontario Firebuff. And then I have this is another layout of the cockpit here with all the panels separated. So the MCP, the overhead panel, the side screens. So it's all kind of separated in this one. This one is a de Havilland poster with all the different de Havilland aircraft over the years. This was in 2022, just before they closed their Downsview facility. And then the latest model, the Q400, Twin Otter, some great planes. This Freightliner picture, and then a map of the world. I don't know, for those of you guys who don't know me, I'm really into geography, so I like geography a lot, so I do talk about that with my friends, and I'm big into geography. Also politics, but I'm not going to get into politics right now. But I like geography and politics. Me too. Oh, that's awesome, man. What's your best subject in school? Is it geography? Is it math? Is it English? Mine was geography. Mine was geography and history. Those are my best. For academics. For hands-on stuff, my best was woodworking. Which is funny because when I started at Heights at my high school, I wanted to do auto mechanics, and I was set on that, and I did it for a semester, and I realized I didn't like it. Geography, history, and biology. Nice. That's awesome. I never really did much biology, but geography and history I was really, really big into. I remember one time I had a debate with my history teacher. For hands-on, I like woodworking. Hey, you're kind of like me. I was really good in woodworking. I really loved it. Actually, if I can show you here, this shelf thingy right here I built in woodworking, And I did all the carving, the cutting out, the drawer. So I made that, and I cut that all out. I made this shelf that this car is on, and I wood burned, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I wood burned the Chevy bow tie into it. So I made this. This is one of my first major projects. This was my second one. And then I built this thing over here. This little shelf. Put that together. And then I have a couple tables that I built, but they're in a different part of the house, so I don't want to show them. You might take law class next year. Hey, that's awesome, man. That's actually really cool. We didn't have law class at my school, unfortunately. I was at more of a trade school, so if you wanted to take that, you had to go to the school next door. And I did contemplate taking it, but I decided against it. Are you still live, Will? Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm still live. My first live stream got screwed up because my phone overheated and decided to quit on me, which has never happened before. So we have this out of commission, and we're using my tablet. So, and hopefully it doesn't overheat because the back is getting pretty warm. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on it. But yeah, a little anxious about that getting too hot. So what do you want to be when you grow up? Fire photography? Do you want to be a firefighter? Do you want to like pursue something else? Be a police officer? Or what do you want to be? For me, firefighter. Yeah, I figured. That's awesome. Best of luck. The key is to being a firefighter. I think not the key, but a big part of it is you got to know somebody. You got to have connections. If you have connections and you know the right people, it's a lot easier of a process to become a firefighter. I've known people who have done all the training, who have gone through all the process to become a firefighter, but they don't know anybody who works on the departments, so they have a much harder time getting in to the departments. Not to mention it's very competitive, but if you have connections and you can pass all the training, you're gonna get in. And I mean, you probably will have no problem because you know people at St. Thomas and you know Ben, and so you'll probably have no problem. I wanted to be a firefighter, but there's two small problems. A, I'm terrified of heights, and B, I don't drive. Driving is not so much an issue, but well, I'm terrified of driving. But cool. I tried several times to get your feed, but it took a few minutes. I usually miss your live and see later. Yeah, I apologize for that, Marlene. I don't know what happened. As I said, my first stream quit, so that might have caused a little bit of confusion and delay, but we're on a new stream now, so hopefully it doesn't quit on me. Bastardly old tablets and phones, they don't work when they're supposed to. Oh well. I use old technology. For those of you guys who don't know, I have an iPhone 7 antique. All my videos, all my responses, all my comps are on this thing right here. That's what you're getting provided with. And it works pretty good. It's an old phone, but it works good. And this tablet is an old 5th generation iPad, which is old. So let me know in the comments what kind of equipment you use. Like what kind of phones do you have? What kind of tablets do you have? I know fire photography uses a camera. Is it a Sony camera you use fire photography or Nikon? I think it's a Nikon, you said. Nikon Complex or something? Coolpix. Nikon Coolpix B500. Is that like a newer camera? Probably a newer camera, eh? I don't even remember what model my Nikon was. I had a Nikon. It's older. Yeah, my Nikon was older too. I don't even remember what model it was, but I ended up selling it a few years ago to a guy in Toronto because I didn't think I'd have a use for it, but now maybe I should have kept it. Who knows? But I don't know. I think the phones work pretty good, and I mean the quality of the videos are pretty good. If I lived near the station, buffing would be so much easier. Yeah, 100%. Even me, like I have to walk to the station. It's not a far walk, luckily, but it's just like right now, this time of year, it's so freaking cold. It's hard to, go out there and sit and, buff. But even in the summertime, the area, I don't know how your guys' area is, but the area around my fire hall is really sus. There's a lot of troubled people hanging around there. I have a dumb phone for filming equipment. It's a click camera video combo. Fair enough. Hey, whatever works. I mean, honestly, we live in an age where you don't have to have professional equipment to video. I mean, you never really did. But we live in an age now where you really don't need to have the best equipment. People will watch it. If you provide something to them, they will watch it. And for me, I've provided something to my viewers, and they watch me. And you've provided something to your viewers, and they watch you. I feel like it doesn't matter so much how the equipment is, but that's just my opinion. You guys can let me know in chat what you think. Do you think the equipment matters? Or do you think it's just showing up every day and providing the content? Because me, yeah, my content is substandard, but or not my content. My equipment is substandard, but I show up every day, regardless of how I feel, regardless of how I am. I show up every day, and I try to entertain or provide something for you guys to watch. But yeah, are you guys happy with the channel? Do you enjoy the channel? Do you enjoy Simonian Video Productions? It's going on 4 years in February. I've been doing this. Crazy to think. Where has that time gone? When I started this channel, I actually was still in school, and yeah, I would film the odd response on the highway next to my school, and I filmed some car shows, and then it just ballooned off from where I started. But a big part of that was shorts. YouTube shorts got me to where I am now, which is good in a way because it got me the subscribers, but in another way it destroyed my channel. I don't know, let me know what you guys think about shorts down in the chat, but I've talked about this before. Shorts destroyed my channel in terms of video views, in terms of live stream views, in terms of returning viewers. Shorts just literally tanked, you know, the video output performance, or the video performance, not video output, video performance. It destroyed it. So let me know what kind of content you guys prefer if you're still in the chat. Fire photography, I know you don't use shorts. I don't think there's a big purpose for it on my channel. You know, keep that mindset, because that's so true. Shorts will, and I will warn you of this, and any YouTuber who's watching this, and I know one in particular who's in our niche, who's been going all in on shorts lately, and I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to, you know, be negative or anything, but I find my older simple gear works a lot better. Decades ago, and an old 60s camera in the 80s, got some great pics while traveling across Canada. Well, that's great. Hey, if it works, you know? Sometimes the older stuff works better. Anyway, there's this channel I watch, same niche that I'm in, trains, responses. I think you can figure out who it is if you really want to know. But he's gone all in on shorts lately. He posts a short every day. And his videos, if you look at his views, are way down from where they were 3 months ago when he wasn't posting a short every day. So beware, and I know this because I've done it myself. As a creator, fire photography, Ontario Fire Buff, listen very carefully. Do not go all in on shorts, because if you go all in on shorts, it will damage your channel in the long term. I had no reflection on the windows. I like your content, Will. Well, I appreciate that, Marlene, and thank you for the heads up about the new order yesterday. So thank you. My Christmas parade was originally going to be short, but in my opinion, shorts just filled. Yeah, shorts will do a lot of damage to your channel. Even if you like the concept of it, if you really want to make it on YouTube, or you really want to grow an audience, a natural audience, do not use shorts. Shorts is totally an unauthentic, unnatural audience, and it will destroy your channel over years. And I am living proof of that. If you look at my analytics, not so much now, but when I was doing all shorts, the analytics were terrible. Like for videos, the analytics were terrible. I'll see if I can. I'll actually show you my analytics, because why not? But like, let's see here. 60 minutes. So right now, this is my current analytics. As you can see, while we're live streaming, I can't do shorts. No smartphone. I do have one short as a friend let me use her phone as her video. Fair enough. But yeah, like as you look, like the streams are doing really well. They're popping off. But like videos, like 0 views, 1 view, you know, like overall, though, I do have more video views over 48 hours than I do shorts views. So 76 short views over 48, 335 video views over 48. So I have changed the tide in favor of videos. But if we look at my analytics from 2025, or let's just go 365 days a year. So there's one video that made the top list. Everything else is shorts. So all those good videos you guys saw, and I'm sure Fire Photography and Marlene and Ontario Fire Buff watched those videos, so I appreciate that. But all those videos, other than this one, they were all overshadowed by these fucking shorts. Like, look at the views on these shorts. And since I've made my change over the last really 30 days, you can see here, if I can get my camera to work, there's more live stream, there's more video views, and, you know, the videos are taking hold now as opposed to the shorts. So use my analytics as a reference, and that's not even the whole picture, but 2024, my best performing videos were shorts and completely overshadowed my videos. So don't go all in on shorts. Do the long form, do the videos. It may be a slower growth. You may not get as many views as you want, but do the videos, do the long form, do the live streaming. And for those of you guys who want to get monetized on YouTube, I don't know if you guys, if that's what you do it for. I do it for a hobby. I did want to get monetized on YouTube, but now it's just a hobby for me. But for those of you guys who want to get monetized on YouTube, do the videos. I just might check my subscription, and why is a random radio station subscribed to me? Who knows? Honestly, I have some weird subscribers too. Like I feel like some of my subscribers are just bots. To be honest, like some of the like public subscriptions, I look at them and they have like Russian lettering and like Hindi lettering and Chinese lettering. It's like, are these even real channels or are they just bots? So I do wonder, but regardless of who they are, I appreciate the fact that they subscribe to me, and I hope they enjoy the content. How many subscribers are you sitting at, Ontario Firebuff? Are you like at 35, 32? How about you, Fire Photography? You're at like 500, aren't you? Like over 500? You'll probably be eligible for monetization soon. You've got 3,521. Nice. You've really grown. 33. Oh, you're up one, I think, because last time I checked your channel, you were 32. Congratulations, man. But yeah, I think you're probably pretty close to monetization, aren't you, Fire Photography? Because you've got a lot of videos and you've got the 500 subscriber threshold, so I feel like you're probably pretty close. I'll show you my eligibility for those of you guys who are curious. I'm not sure. So yeah, this is the earn page on YouTube. I'll check. So this is like the last 365 days. It shows data from December 14th, which is a little behind, but we're sitting at 1,011 watch hours, 11K valid shorts views. So 3,000 is like the initial monetization entry where you have memberships, supers, and shopping. I'm not going to use memberships, so if I do get monetized, be aware I will not use memberships. I don't believe in gatekeeping. I don't think it's fair to gatekeep my viewers. So I will not use memberships. Supers, I'll probably put that up, but it'll be an option. But yeah, that's where I sit right now for the 3,000. I'm at 1,011. And for 4,000, the big one, the one everybody wants, I'm at 1,011. But I don't know, I'm worried. You have 582 watch hours out of 3,000. Well, that's pretty good. That's not bad. I post on videos on YouTube for kids, so I don't really know my subs. Fair enough. Yeah, treat it as a hobby. More than anything, treat it as a hobby. Don't get determined to be monetized. Just do it as a hobby and do it because you love it. This just so happens to be, good luck and goodwill that I'm at this number. But come January 2026, this number will be null and void. It'll go back to 0 because you have to get 4,000 watch hours within a year. So the year of 2025 will be null and void for me. So I will not, all this watch time that I've garnered will mean nothing in the new year because it restarts the counter. But yeah, yo, an ambo just went by your house. Oh, the timing. Damn, you were listening to me. You missed the ambo. Was it responding lights and sirens? Was it responding lights and sirens? Honestly, in my neighborhood, if an ambulance or any emergency, yeah, oh, the timing. Don't you hate that? When, I've had that happen a couple times on my street where I'm sitting in my house and an emergency response goes by my house and I'm in my house and I'm like, the timing. One thing about this niche of YouTube, it's all about timing. Timing is everything with this niche. And, Sometimes you get lucky, and rare they never go by my street. It's whatever though. Yeah, honestly, maybe next time. I'm the same way. They never come on my street either, but sometimes they do. My street's a cut through, so they kind of do utilize it a little bit more than some other streets. But yeah, timing is everything. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, fire photography would probably agree with this. Timing is everything when it comes to responses. I don't really care if I miss a response on my street. Fair enough. I like to get a response anywhere. If I can get it anywhere, I don't do ads. I do fun only for kids. I know someone who has 45K and only makes about $200 monthly. Well, that's still a little extra money. Cool thing about St. Thomas is around where I live, there is a tank display. That's actually really cool. There's not a tank display in my city, but there's an old train that's on display close to downtown. So it's kind of cool. You live right near that? The more you guys talk, it seems like the more you guys have in common. Your schools are right next to each other. You live in the same city, and it sounds like you live pretty close to each other. Maybe. But yeah, like, honestly, I don't have any friends in Guelph that do the buffing, so I have to rely on people from out of town to maybe come see Guelph, or maybe I'll come down to St. Thomas and see you guys. I'd like to come to St. Thomas and meet up with you guys, to be honest. God damn, I gotta get a water. My throat is freaking dry as a bone. Sorry, guys. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you like... Yeah, that would be awesome. Totally, I'd love to do it. I'd love to come down and actually, like, buff with you. And you could show me some of the great buffing spots, or just show me where you buff, probably by the station. So that station that you buff at, is that like the main hall for St. Thomas? That's like the busiest station? Because I know you said Station 2 is pretty quiet. So like the one you buff at, is that like the busiest one? Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, so, and you only have 2 stations in that city, right? We have 6 stations in Guelph, but I really only go to headquarters in Station 4 and Station 2 because those are the closest in walking distance to me. I don't go to Station 6 ever. Station 3, there's really nowhere good to buff there. And Station 5, there's a parking lot across the street, but I feel like if you sat in the parking lot to buff, they might get mad at you because it is a private property. If I get Station 2 responding, it's usually because I chased the truck or intercepted it. Fair enough. Once days get longer, I will be doing train spotting. Train goes right by my house. That's awesome. On the video parade with Burkle Seagrave in the description, why did it say it's going to Station 3? But yeah, honestly, there's a train track right by my house, so I get a lot of, because it was. Fair enough. But yeah, I get a lot of rail, like train action, like by my house. I get a lot of GO trains and VIA trains. I get a lot of CN trains too. That's where it's stationed. Okay, you're talking Ontario Fire Buff. Cool. But yeah, no, like I live right next to a train line, so the main line, it's not called Station 3 anymore though. There was a Station 3 in St. Thomas? Yeah, we have Station 1, Station 2. We have 6 stations. Just a station for supplies. Fair enough. Our main station headquarters is where the firefighters go to get all their supplies. So like every Wednesday, they'll come and they'll pick up their supplies from headquarters. So usually every Wednesday they come pick up their supplies for the week and then go and do their stuff. And then for the ambulances, 12 base is the main station for supplies for the ambulances for the county. But they're talking about building a new ambulance station in Guelph on Speedvale. But of course, it's in a location where you can't buff because there's no sidewalk or there's no place to buff on the other side. There is a sidewalk, but there's like, it's just a field like across the way, so you can't really sit there and watch the ambulance station. But do you ever buff at the ambulance station, fire photography? Because I have done that before. I've actually sat and buffed at 12 base and never got anything. When I'm not expecting to get something, that's when I get something. And when I'm expecting to get something, I get nothing. That's all about timing. It all goes back to the timing, you know? Timing with these things. But yeah, we've been going for 44 minutes. Jesus Christ, are you guys bored yet? I'm not really bored. I'm enjoying this. But if you guys are bored, let me know. Tell me to shut up, and I will totally. I did for a bit for the newer EMS supervisor, but I gave up. Fair enough. Yeah, when we got our new, I would get too many ambo vids. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I get a lot of ambulance videos. I feel like I have too many on the channel. But again, it's a response. So that's how I kind of look at it. Like, it's a response, and really every response is different. You know, sometimes it's taking an intersection, sometimes it's speeding. Every response is different. The siren usage is different. So every time there is a response, regardless of what it is, I like to film it. I don't know about you, but I like to get it regardless of what it is, and where it is. It's been raining daily here in Surrey, BC since early November. I want to buff of a Surrey Fire Hall number 2. Also, Fire Hall number 3 is a police station combo. That's what we have in the South End. Station 6 is an EMS, police, and fire station. It's a multi-purpose. It's actually called the Clare Road Emergency Center, and it's a multi-purpose station. They also have a collision reporting center there too. So, but I wouldn't buff there because it's really far away from where I live, and it's not a very busy station. Even the ambulance station is not very busy. The busiest ambulance station in Guelph is 12 Base on Gordon and Fountain Street. And it's the central station for the city, so yeah, it's the busiest. But yeah, we're also got a PD station there too. Awesome. Yeah, it is. It's like we have, like at Station 6 we do have the police, and they actually used to have like a little jail cell there and hold people. Yesterday when I was on the bus, if you don't know, my bus passes one of the EMS stations, and you saw a response from it. That's awesome. Yeah, we have 3 ambulance stations in Guelph. So we have 03 on Clare Road. We have 12 on Gordon and Fountain, which is the one I usually always walk past in my streams. And we have 0 on Elmira, which is like literally in a plaza. It's kind of tucked away, so a lot of people don't know it's there, but it's been there for 20 years. So yeah. But yeah, what was I going to say? I was going to say something and then I forget what the hell I was going to say. Don't you hate that? When you have something on your mind and... But oh yeah, the police station in Clare Road. So it's a multi-purpose, so there's ambulance, fire, and police. They used to hold people at that police station, but they don't anymore. The ERT mainly uses it now for their operations, so they use the South End Clare Road station. Ontario Fire Buff, Shaw Valley. A lot of responses out of there. Okay, that's what it is. Shaw Valley. Is Shaw Valley in St. Thomas, or is it like kind of on the outskirts of the city? But yeah, as I said, we have 3, and then we have 1 in Rockwood, which Rockwood does a lot of runs into Guelph, because Rockwood is fairly close, just straight up Highway 7. So we get a lot of Rockwood ambulances coming into Guelph. Yeah, it's connected to it. Okay, cool. Cool. But yeah, like where I walk usually, and you've seen it before many times in my live streams, I go by the police station, the police headquarters, 12 Base, and Guelph Fire headquarters in a residential part of the city. Oh, I'd love to have a house across from the ambulance station. I'd be on the deck every day, on the porch every day. I kind of wish, we have an old garage across the street from our house. I kind of wish they converted it into an ambulance station. Instead, it's a fucking bar. I'm not a big bar fan. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like bars. I don't like bars or pubs or any of that crap. I'm probably the only one my age, and I'm 21. I don't go to bars. I don't go to clubs. I don't go out at night. That's what the neighborhood is called, Shaw Valley. Okay, fair enough. I'm in a neighborhood called the Junction. My neighborhood is called the Junction, which it never was recognized as that until this bar moved in and trademarked the Junction. And the reason it's called that is because of the train lines. So we have the spur line, and we have the main Guelph subline that runs right through the neighborhood. So even though I don't have an ambulance station, I have trains to film, so it's all right. But we're approaching 50 minutes, guys. So let me know in chat before I wrap this stream up. Did you enjoy this stream? Fire photography, did you like the stream? Ontario Fire Buff, Marlene, whoever's in the chat, did you like this stream? Did you like the fact that it was indoors? You did? Okay, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I really do, because I was kind of worried that it would be kind of boring. It was awesome. I'm glad. I'm glad you think so. But yeah, so if you guys like this stream, maybe we'll just do this from now on. I'll just stream on my tablet until it warms up. And then maybe once it warms up, we'll do some more walking. But it's going to be cold for... love those cars you have in your room. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. I have some more cars. Maybe next stream I'll bring out the cars that I do have. And I'll show them to you. Because I have some more. And I have a whole little bag full of cars. Dinky cars like Matchbox and stuff. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up the stream. So thank you for listening to me. And I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. I was really nervous about doing this. But I'm glad you guys liked it. And I'm glad it went on so long. And sorry about the technical delay with the phone. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. And we'll talk to you later. Have a good night, Fire Photography. Signing off from Simonian Video Productions bedroom. You guys take care, guys. My area is called Scott Road Hill, Port of Surrey City. Love your streams. We'll have a good night. Take care, Marlene. Take care, Ontario Firebuff. Thank you for joining, guys. Have a good night. Bye.